Ladies and gentlemen, we bring Sound Warriors with Big Guy and
Brian Shartzer.
that's right, man. We are rocking, we're singing. We do some talking, we do some singing, and we are out on the Shartzer Lair.
Yeah.
This is out at the Brian Shartzer Estate. Okay. I'm going to tell you, we might do a pan later with the camera because this patio is unreal. There's a place for the band to set up and play outdoors.
Yep, right over
and
there.
over here to the other side, there's also a band practice area.
Yeah.
By the way, we're going to give one plug right now for Shartzer here because he is finishing up. Tell us a little bit about, before we go any further, about what's going on with your band, and then we'll talk about mine. Go.
Well, okay, so I hooked up with a couple. They are actually my tech people, Kurt Terry and Wendy Terry. They played in music forever. I mean, they're great musicians,
Cool.
good people, savvy on support for sound, lights, instrumental, whatever. So I'm very blessed. They offered to come in.
And what do they play?
He plays guitar, she plays bass and drums. I mean, they're both very talented. And so Kurt has actually got, all the people. We are waiting on one person right now, our keyboard player. He's got one in mind, so I don't know if he's reached out to him yet.
So you're darn near done.
So we're close. So
Cool.
once we get the people, and then I'm going to take them all out to Texas Roadhouse, give them a deal. This is, talk about team, what they
Would
like.
you like
what
me
they're
to be
doing.
there to help organize that? I want a stake in this, if you know what I mean.
I feel you. I feel you. Medium well.
Yeah, medium well on that steak. Yeah. All right. Here's why I brought you guys together today. Right?
Yeah.
Love it. So it's going good then.
So yeah, we're getting started with the band.
Good action,
So
yeah.
I'll have hopefully I can kind of do the band thing from now on, and instead of doing the tracks and stuff. So
Well, I've heard your show with tracks, and the tracks that you have are unlike anything that
They are.
anybody else
They are.
has. They're produced in the studio. They frickin' rock. So it's a whole different deal. I mean, you bring a wave of sound wherever you play, and so that's you've always got that.
right.
You
So
know.
I can only if the band can't get together and I want to go out and play, I can still can.
You pack her up and go.
Right.
Yeah. You and
So-
I have played enough together. I know what the sound's like. Yeah.
So yeah.
Awesome.
So
Cool.
we're
Well, let me
still-
tell you about mine.
That's exactly. So what's happening with you?
Well, I'll tell you. My band is on about the 8th practice. We had to get another bass player. I had a guy just kind of holding a spot at bass who's a great bass player, Roger Carr. But he's got a sound company, got a lot of stuff going. So anyway, he held the bass line down for us with the rest of the band. And I've got 2 guitar players, which I'm blessed to have.
Yeah.
Real good players, been around for a long time. Carlos Akers, they call him the shredding machine. His logo says, "Faces will be melted." So, I'll tell you something. Yeah, wow. But in country style.
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then I got a drummer called Lee Stites. He's an ex-military guy, ex-cop, ex-MP. And we have a little sign on the Big Guy in the Mob banner. Of course, I'm a little teddy bear now. You know that,
The
right?
teddy
Yeah.
bear.
Look, hey, lean in here. Let's show
See.
them. Let's show them what a couple teddy bears look like. Anyway, the band is doing great. We had a practice Thursday night,
Yeah,
and
how'd
we
it
had
go?
the new bass player came
Yeah.
in. He is stellar, and we have all 5 of my originals.
Nice. Nice.
All how we're going to enter the song, how we're going to exit, which, as you know, is the toughest thing building a
It
song.
is.
Right,
It
the
is.
middle part everybody gets.
Right.
And we've got those down. Now we're going to tighten them up, and then we've got 16 tasty covers. Okay, so we're working on those covers now. A lot of country stuff. I won't spill the beans yet on everything, but we're going to have a nice little show, and we'll be ready to go. And then I'm adding each time I get a new original. Once it's done, it's going to be added into the show. That's
So
what we're doing.
are you building? Because I'm thinking 90 minutes.
Yeah.
So and so I
yeah,
started
3-hour
putting-
show. Yeah.
So I was talking to Kurt. I was like, do we play straight through? This is all kind of new for me.
Yeah.
Because my regular bands that I played in with Southern Rail Express, we play for an hour, take a break. Play for an hour, take a break, and play.
Yeah, it depends on the venue.
So,
and
right.
it depends on the crowd.
Yeah.
But basically, when we were my Big Guy in the Mob back in the day, we started with that band in 2011 or 12. We were playing 4-hour shows, and we were doing 3 full sets, about 13 to 14 songs a set. I was doing typically 40 to
Right,
42
right,
songs
right.
a
Yeah,
night.
yeah,
And Well, I'll tell you, that's when you know if you're singing stuff you can handle. Because if you do 42 songs in a night and you can sing the next day, which I had to do several times, like
Right.
we'd play till 2 in the morning, and then the next day at noon we're playing a festival. Well, if you do 42 songs the night before, a lot of people are like, hey, yeah, you can't even talk, right?
Exactly.
So
but,
it's doing songs you can handle.
right. And
Yeah.
with me right now, I've started selecting my songs already besides my originals.
Right.
For the covers, because the outlaw stuff, because that's what I'm keeping. I got 19 songs in the show right now, and that's without, because I want to share the love and the passion on stage with my musicians. So I want them to be able to vamp out.
Yep.
Just I get done doing a song, they can step up, just
Yep.
just shred
and,
a song
and take
you know?
a song themselves.
Yeah, exactly. And
my
one
drummer
that-
does a song. My
Yeah.
drummer does a song. My guitar player does a song. And the new bass player, I told him, I said, dude, pick a song.
Yeah.
And, kind of gave him the guidelines on what I was looking for. So he's putting together a song. And, you share with the band and
Team.
you just go, yeah,
Bring the team,
exactly.
because
Just like we do with
Yeah,
everything we
yeah,
do in music.
yeah.
Everything's a team effort.
yes, because if the team members, your musicians are happy, then the band's happy.
Yeah.
You
So I'm
know?
hearing you all over the radio.
Yeah, and same with you.
Yeah. So we're both getting
we're
major.
both getting,
so
yeah, we're big.
let's do a salute. We are busy. We love it. We're both getting. When you hear your song on the radio,
Woo, bam.
if you've never done it and never heard your song on the radio, it's a thrill that doesn't stop. In fact, it's infectious to the point, and it's not it's not a narcissist thing or anything like that. And I mean that. It is a respect thing. It's a humbling that someone thinks enough, whether it's the DJ, the crowd calling in, requesting your song.
Yeah.
It is humbling to us to be able to hear that and the support level we get. So let's do this. This basic thing we're doing today is what we're going to call, this is number 11, Sound
Yeah.
Warriors number 11.
Yep,
And we're going to do some shout outs, and we're going to slow, normally we throw a shout out, hey, we want to thank so-and-so. We're going to slow that down a little bit.
So
we're going to slow it down a little bit.
So should we, maybe let's talk about our amazing friends with the radio station.
Absolutely. Because the radio, and again, before we do that, we're going to thank Beverly Jenkins,
Absolutely.
who is our promoter and our manager.
Yes.
Because both of us have been signed to the GAC record label.
Correct.
And let's give a little fist bump. We're not too happy about that. Can you tell?
No, we're just, hey.
Yeah, and that's opened up a lot of doors, hasn't it? Yeah, it really
Yes.
has. So the first one we'll talk about, and these are in no particular order.
No.
Okay? The first one we're going to talk about is
Tribe Nation,
Tribe
baby.
Nation.
Tribe Nation.
Robin Rhino.
Uncle Rob and Uncle
Woo!
Rhino.
Love it.
Oh man, love these guys.
Yeah.
We both just did our interviews.
Yeah, so
with them.
yeah, I did it a couple weeks ago. Then just a few days after that, they had you on.
Yeah.
Great job, by the way.
Thank
Yours
you.
was very emotional. I know you.
Speaking from the heart.
Well, yeah, and you're a big dude. You're a bodybuilder. You're a no nonsense guy that fought for our country. A guy you don't want to get in the way of, especially if you got an ankle bracelet on. I won't go into that story, by the way, but because we made a pact. We made a pact on it.
Yeah,
He's got stuff on me. I got stuff on him.
It's like that
Yeah.
Waylon and Willie thing. you know?
Exactly.
Yeah,
We're
that
never going to do
song.
it. Yeah, he's got stuff on me that would rip my teddy bear image down. My fur would come off from me being a new teddy bear. So, yeah, by the way, I'm rebranding, okay? Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah, kind of going teddy bear. So when we did, I'll just tell you my quick experience, and then let's talk about yours with Rob and
Yeah,
Rhino.
yeah.
So Rob, I know, has been a radio guy for a long time. I don't know
Yes.
his whole background, but he's a super chill guy, just leads the conversation.
He's very good.
Yeah, and then Rhino steps in, and he has played on stage, been a recording star. You could just tell the minute he opens his mouth that he has been down the road. He's been in the honky tonks.
So
right?
much experience.
Yes.
With him.
And he taught me stuff just in the interview.
Right.
He said, hey, listen to me, big guy. He said, you have been brought here by the man.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
You have been brought here, and you're at the right place at the right time at the time you're supposed to be. So he said, don't just grasp it. Enjoy it. That's what you've got to do. So yeah, he's got a wealth of experience, and Rob has got some viewpoints. You know, Rob brings it right back down to the ground.
He does.
Right?
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Right back down to the ground. Says,
I mean,
hey,
he listens and he filters it and just
and dials you right into
on
the
it,
next
right
thing,
in.
smooths it out.
smooth as silk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then Rhino steps in and gives you an elbow from the third floor, you know. But these guys are super sharp. I think they've got like 80 radio stations that they
80.
syndicate
Yes.
through. I don't know how they
Yes.
do it. Don't
Yeah.
don't hold me
And
to
they're
it.
playing our music, man.
And yeah,
You know, yeah.
yeah.
So,
They're playing
hey.
our music, so we dig that. So a big shout out to Rob and Uncle Rhino. It's
Yeah.
Uncle Rob and Uncle Rhino on the Tribe Nation.
Nation.
And you can catch them at tribenation.net, isn't it? Yeah.
Something like
I think
that.
it's what it is, yeah. So check it out. They're amazing. And then, so now, that's just step one because we're getting played all over
yeah.
the world.
Yeah.
And by the way, I got to tell you, your songs are a little higher on the charts than mine, but I got to tell you
I
something.
got an earlier start.
Yeah, but let me just
Because you're
tell you
knocking on that back door, brother.
yeah, well, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. I am in the top 10 in Sweden. I just want to let
Hey!
you know.
Hey, hey,
I think they only got 3 people singing.
hey, it's our story.
I'm big in Sweden. Check it out. Yeah, I am huge in Sweden.
Yeah.
And also we're pretty big in Bakersfield.
We are.
Bakersfield, California.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about Stephen F.
Oh
Adams.
my gosh!
What do you got?
I believe I gave him the nickname Mr. Outlaw of Bakersfield, baby.
You started that?
Stephen? Yeah, but
Oh,
that's right.
man.
I gave the man the nickname. Yeah.
And it never has ceased.
No.
Yeah. So Stephen F. Adams,
Yes.
a.k.a. the Bakersfield Outlaw.
Outlaw, baby.
He owns a hot radio station.
He does.
And it's called Soundwave Radio 1, right?
Soundwave
Soundwave1radio.com. Soundwave1radio.com,
Yep.
where the music is important. The music never stops.
No.
And you're in the mix for 2026.
baby.
Yeah.
And the future. And the future. You gotta love this guy because his heart is basically as big as Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Really, he cares about the musicians. He cares about the artists, the songs, and man. I mean, my songs debuted on his radio
Yep.
station first.
Yep. Mine too. All of mine.
And exactly. So, with that being said, man, for that guy, and he didn't know us, but he Beverly, him, because they co-inspired together.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And he's brought our songs to life.
Yeah.
And Stephen, God love you, brother.
Yeah,
we
and
so appreciate
So
that.
we're going to throw this down, and I hope that some of our A-team members, and the way this works, folks, if you haven't understood, everybody gets into the music business differently. Everyone gets sort of either in a gang, so to speak, where they're really, all together in, like we have 30 people that are all, I'm going to tell you this right now. They're all top notch. Other than having a record deal.
Yes.
Not everybody in there has
absolutely.
a record deal.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
other than that, every one of them deserves one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And they're strong players, strong singers, good performers. And some of them are already superstars. You got guys in there that, like right now, Billy Payne's got a #1 song.
Billy's
Adam
great.
Grant
Yeah.
has walked across that grass.
Yeah.
And those are guys that also
Webb.
are on,
Yeah.
Webb Dalton, a bunch
Webb,
of them.
yeah.
And several of those we mentioned are on GAC record label with Brian and I.
Yeah.
So there's 8 people that have, and not all from that area,
Right.
but that
Right.
have signed on with Leon Everett and Beverly, who does all the promotions for that. So what happens is, the way this all comes together on Fridays, every Friday at 2 p.m. Central, noon Pacific, okay, and 3 p.m. Eastern, you're going to have a show that is all based on the A-Team artists. And it's the A-Team Artist Spotlight. Beverly put this together, and it is amazing.
It's fire.
Yeah, Stephen F. Adams does it, the Bakersfield Outlaw. And all you do is you log into Soundwave 1 Radio, Soundwave 1.
Soundwave 1 Radio.
Yeah, soundwave1radio.com. And
We're having a hard time with that today.
I don't know, man, but I sign into it.
Maybe it's because.
Oh, here he goes, getting a deal.
We need a couple more of these.
Gatorade Zero. I love it.
Show the love and share the love.
I'm not trying to get a Gatorade deal. I'm not trying to at all. Gatorade Zero, do it. Okay.
I'm trying, baby.
Yeah, he is. He is. He's the monster. So anyway, here's what happens. Every Friday, Brian has gone a year.
Yes,
And been in that chat room.
Yep.
For a year every Friday for those 2 hours. I have missed one in 9 months. So
Yeah.
40 shows. Okay, 40 shows. Now, I'm not just patting us on the back, but here's what I'm going to throw out there.
Please
okay?
do, because I'm
I'm gonna throw it
I know
out
where
there.
you're going with this.
Yeah, and I don't mean this to slap anybody at all. Everybody's busy. Everybody's got things to do.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give a plea right now. All the A-team artists, you need to do more to promote yourself. Beverly does a great job.
She does.
But I'm going to tell you this. I would urge you, and I mean this from a standpoint, how much fun do we have?
Oh, we have a ball in the chat room.
And
know?
we give each other trouble,
Oh.
but there's only a handful of people in there. If all 30 of the artists, and just this, even if 15 of 30 every week were in there, we would be barbecuing each other. We would be, and also
yeah.
complimenting.
Yes.
And
Supporting one another.
What better way than to be around your team members and all of a sudden have your song play where people are hearing it. The person who is doing all the promoting for you is in that chat room all the time.
Yeah.
And I say this, Beverly supports us, okay? So I'm going to put a challenge out to the A-team members. This next Friday, let's show Stephen F. Adams, let's show his radio station, and let's show Beverly
Who
some
works
support.
so hard for.
Yes.
They both work hard for.
Yeah,
it.
and
So
she's
let's
never
show them
pushed
some
it.
love.
She's never pushed it. We've
No.
talked to her about it, and she said, "I'm not going to push anybody to do anything.
Right.
I'll lead them, like everyone.
Yep.
I'll lead you to the water. If you want to drink, you'll drink. So all I'm going to tell you is, all of you guys and gals, and I'm not trying to be a leader here at all. I'm not trying to do any of that. I'm just trying to say I have a blast every Friday. Kimmy's over here, my fiance.
Yeah, Kimmy. Kimmy gets in her.
Kim-
Come here, Kimmy.
Kimmy.
She's like a little
Kimmy.
house mouse. She's like,
Yeah, no, she don't
you ain't
get on
getting
there.
me. You ain't getting me.
But
on
she's
camera.
on there. She's on there every
Yeah.
Friday and
Yeah.
giving us trouble.
Yeah.
And she points out like different song that she likes.
That she likes, and
The
she'll
slow
she'll
dance
comment.
song you love,
You know,
slow dance.
Yeah.
Memories. She loves that. She likes Billy Payne. So everybody, a bunch of them.
And you get to
Yeah.
know each other.
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
artist. By I've learned a lot about Steve.
A couple of weeks ago, Dawn Ricks jumped in.
Dawn did, yeah.
And
Yeah.
What a voice! And we let her
Yeah.
we let her know what
Yeah.
we thought.
Yeah, she was. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just so 18. Join in.
This Friday.
I get it. We all work. We have jobs.
Yep.
Just jump in the chat room. Hey guys, I'm here. What's going on? What's happening?
Give us a shot at
yeah,
you.
I mean, yeah.
Ethan was in recently.
Yeah.
Ethan was
Yeah,
in. We
he's-
took a couple of shots
yeah.
at him.
So
What a young gun.
and support, the Outlaw Bakersfield man.
Yeah.
Because he works so hard for us every Friday, and he's playing your songs.
Yeah, and these
So
people
show some love.
All these A-team members, when I came in 9 months ago, they were absolutely and still are supportive as can be, and I thank all of you because I was new. This is an all new experience to me. I've done a lot of stuff in business, but not in this business. So I listened to all of you. I had some great tips. I even got a chance to see, like Adam Grant was doing a boil down there, like a Louisiana boil, but in Georgia. So I made a comment, and I said, I think I'm going to come down there and let you feed me. And he said, I got a cabin. I'll put you in the cabin and blah, blah, just a down-home, good person. And so the other day, I got a quick story on Adam. And we'll get more of these if you check in on Friday, by the way. But anyway, he's doing a thing, and he said he hit his limit of 5,000 people. And then, you got to start cutting people because Facebook will only let you as a performing artist or star or whatever, you can only get 5,000 people,
didn't know
which
that.
is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So anyway, he's looking to people to cut, and he said, I'm going in. And he said, I know him. I know them. I know them. So immediately, as soon as I saw this thing live, I chirped in on him and said, hey, buddy, I promise I won't beg for food anymore if you'll keep me on there.
Oh man.
I love it. So let's talk a little bit about some other folks we know.
We're
How about Ronnie?
We're kind of getting old Ronnie Trash,
Yeah.
man. Old Ronnie Trash.
What do you wanna say
Country
about Ronnie
Beach
Trash?
Radio.
Yeah, Country Beach.
Yeah, he's a cool cat. He's got he is so
He's country.
he's country, and when he goes live, he's just sitting down. He's got he's got a microphone like I got.
Dude can sing.
And he can. And he just sits back there, man. He'll do some Jones. He'll do some Haggard.
Don Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's smooth. He's just laid back, and he loves music.
Yep. And he picks. I want to tell you, he picks. I'll give you. This is a great story, and
Yeah.
this is one about the agony of defeat for me. Shout out. The agony of defeat. I had my first, my first song that came out was called
Kiss My Bad American Ass.
Kiss
baby.
My Bad American Ass. But anyway, so I figured that thing, I didn't even know what a chart was, And that's not going to chart. That's not going to do. I just love singing it live. And so I sent it to Ronnie, and he never got back to me. He never got back to me. I found out later, as I started doing more songs, he's quite a good communicator, but only if he likes your song.
Right.
So
I understand.
So I sent him my second song, So Red, White, and Blue, which, just didn't have all the mischief in it, so to speak. Well, he started playing it the next day, and what he does is basically the top 200 artists, the top 200 songs, he looks at them in a bunch and says, that's what I'm going to play. But he's got a touch for it, and he's never played that first song I did because it's not his cup of tea, and I get it. And that song has done that to a few people, even live, by the way.
But man, have you come along? With
Oh
the
yeah,
song.
I got some new songs. But he loves Lonesome.
Ooh.
Lonesome 77203.
And you know that's now Satan and Satin. I love that song, and we've talked.
Billy
but,
Don Burns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I'm telling you, man, Lonesome 77203.
He's on it.
That oh my God, I love that song.
And he plays every one of your songs.
Yeah.
Because you haven't been swearing at him like I am. But anyway, so Country Beats Radio, you need to check into it.
Yeah.
And Ronnie really runs a tight show.
He does.
He plays what he wants to play. He plays what he believes are the top couple hundred songs on the planet.
Yeah.
And to be in that, and I think you at one time, and I also got blessed to have the same thing not long ago. We were both featured artist of the day.
Yes.
And that was a big deal because
It's very humbling.
we got our songs played a lot. Ronnie was pumping us up, so we wanted to give you a pump up back, Ronnie. We appreciate
Yes.
you. And also, I got another quick Ronnie story. I'll make it fast. He and I have talked a little more in depth about this, but I grew up in Chicago, and Ronnie grew up in Chicago, and right around my first job, sort of asking people how to leave a bar, that type of job, like a teddy bear would, of course. But asking people to leave a bar was in Melrose Park. Well, Ronnie's dad worked at the Zenith plant. Remember the Zenith TVs? Zenith.
Like this wide.
Yeah,
about
huge
this
Zenith.
Tall.
His
Yeah.
dad's over putting Zenith TVs together. I never knew him. And he said, I sent him, I told him about the lyrics to my next song. One of my songs I'm doing. I said, I've had 20 street fights all against a guy named Vinny, in Melrose Park. And he started laughing, and we talked about the Melrose Park connection. And he said, I've had the tar kicked out of me in Melrose Park. And he said, but one thing about me, I never back down. I said, that's my boy, Ronnie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You got to love it, man.
Stand your ground, baby.
Guy sings Don Williams, a little Hank, a little everything, and, still stand up to the test in Melrose Park.
Yeah.
Got to love
Good
him.
cat.
So who else we got on
Well,
the what do you got?
We got a couple.
These are newer friends.
Newer guys.
Yeah.
I guess old Roger Allen.
Yeah.
He's from Alabama. He's got a station in Alabama and Texas,
Yeah.
right?
And he's a friend of Leon's.
A friend
Yeah.
of the CEO
Right.
of GAC Records, Leon Everett. He's hooking us up with that. They're getting great things for us started. It's
Awesome.
yeah, we're very excited about that.
Talking about some great shows. And he said Roger is just the guy.
Yes.
And he's got stations in Alabama, Texas. And he said, you just get a hold of him, let him know Leon told you to get a hold of him, and it's a done deal. So we both reached out to him. I'm
Yep.
sure we'll be on his shows
Yep.
for some interviews.
Yep.
So
Supposed to
a
be
big
getting back
shout
with
out
us.
there.
Yes.
And then we have a get well shout out.
Yes,
Right?
to David Bradley,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He just he's got some health issues that we just heard about, and
Gonna have a bypass.
Gonna have a bypass. So prayers for you, brother, for your speedy recovery.
Absolutely.
And hope
Prayers,
everything
brother.
goes good. So
And so David is out of Nashville.
Yes.
And has been a kind of a Nashville star, a guy that has had everybody on. He had Leon on for, I think, like a 2 hour or so. Leon
Why
Everett
not?
on. Yeah, well, yeah.
Leon Everett. I mean,
well, right. And,
yeah.
Leon's got enough stories.
Yeah.
Kimmy just finished Leon's book.
Oh,
And
you bought his book when he's down
oh,
there?
yeah. And now I've got it. And, of course,
She still ain't.
I read a little slower than Kimmy. But some of the stuff in the book, I'm going to tell you, we can't talk about right here. Leon doesn't take any prisoners when he was a little younger, and I think he's still the same. he's jumping around like crazy.
He's a firecracker, man.
Man, and just,
Yeah.
9 gold albums, 11 singles in a row that hit the top 10.
Yes.
That's stuff we're sitting here right now dreaming
Yeah.
about.
And what, 3 number ones?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 3 number ones.
Yeah, had in 1980 or whenever it was when Hurricane came out, the biggest song ever. Then his band, he thought so much of his band. I don't have this story right now, I'll just make it quick. But he thought so much about his band that I guess RCA at the time, you only used in the studio band. And Leon said, I want my road band to do this Hurricane, which ended up being the #1 song for ages. One of the biggest hits ever in country music. So anyway, he's called, this may not be right, but anyway, basically, Leon snuck him in the studio. He snuck him in the studio at like 2 in the morning.
Well,
they recorded it.
He is a frog man.
He is a frog man.
From the
he did
Navy.
it.
So,
yeah. And thank you for your service, brother, and thank you to this guy right here for his service too.
all good.
But yeah, Leon snuck the frogman deal in, and did a bubble up and bubble down.
Yeah.
And he was in, and he brought his band that he took on the road, the Hurricanes, and took them, and they went into and did this song. And I guess by the time the executives heard it, it was too late. They go, God, that is good.
And you're like,
And
that's a
and there's
no-brainer.
history made.
Yeah.
History made.
Yeah.
And then I got one to throw in here.
What do you got?
I got to thank Billy Don Burns. Okay. And you're starting to work with him too now. You got
I
a song
am.
with him. So Billy Don Burns has been an absolute gentleman to me. Didn't have to be. I'm a nobody. Okay. And basically, what happened, Beverly, who's a somebody and has all the Nashville connections and worldwide connections. She's hello. Let's give a heart there for Beverly.
Yeah.
That's a bear heart. I'm not. That's a
That's a teddy bear heart.
teddy bear heart. Anyway, she just calls me Teddy now. Rebranding. But yeah, anyway, so rebranding. Yeah. I'm a small teddy bear.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Billy Don had, talked to Beverly, and he did it for her, not for me. He didn't know me. But she convinced him that I could, make this song work. Well, after he heard it, he reached out and gave me a personal compliment and said, you just absolutely did everything I would have ever wanted with that song. And he said 3 other guys have tried it over the decades. Nobody has ever smashed that thing ever on a chart. And he said, I think you got a hit song, brother.
Man.
And I said only because you have a hit song. So what I told him, and this is the way I feel, brother, and you know it. I told him, I said, listen, I said, Billy Don, this is your race car. All you did was let me rent it for a weekend. And that's the way I believe. That's it.
Well, I mean, he's an amazing songwriter.
500 songs.
Yeah. And, I mean, that's that he knows of. I
Well,
mean,
yeah,
He's probably
right.
got twice that.
Oh, yeah.
That he's forgotten.
Well, he said,
You
says, you know how, it's funny you should say that,
Yeah, I
because he
mean,
told me that.
yeah.
You have no idea how many songs I lost. He's
yeah.
riding on his Harley Hog for 50 years
Yeah, just-
from, all over the world.
Yeah.
And, he's probably half of them are out on US 1.
But yeah,
He's been stabbed 17 times.
Yeah. Rough catch.
Yeah, but he is. I'm going to tell you, I've listened to and read some of his writings, and you want to talk about a straight shooter. If you don't want it raw, brother, you better not ask him for his opinion.
Well, I mean, and that's
It's
what-
coming back
that's the
raw
way-
and
that's
real.
what it should be.
And he takes care of other artists.
Yeah.
You need to read up on this guy. He's something else. He's written songs for Willie Nelson, Tanya Tucker. He really got Cody Jinks going with some songs.
Yeah, Jinx, baby.
Yeah.
I'm a big Jinx fan.
Yeah, and I do a couple of his songs
yeah.
too, and I love them.
Yeah.
So those, he was originally influenced by Billy Don Burns. So everybody keep that in mind. So I think we got everybody, didn't we?
Yeah, we just wanted to give the guys behind the scenes that pushes our music out.
They don't get enough
on
from
radio
us.
air.
Yeah.
Guys, we can't do this without you. We so respect you and we so thank you. Because you're the heart of this organization. You really are.
Absolutely.
We write the songs, we put the songs together, and we Beverly, we give them to Beverly.
And keep playing them, or we're going to start getting mean to you on this podcast.
Yeah.
Right?
So, yeah.
We could turn on you at any time. Will you?
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh, see
Okay,
there.
now
Oh,
it's-
all right. What do you?
now it's go time, baby.
You want some teddy bear? All right. We'll show you what's up. But here, and here's something. I mean, from the heart. Anybody out there in the radio business, if you're getting requests for our songs, okay, Big Guy, Brian Shartzer, you get a request for our songs, or any of the A-Team members. You know, we're all a team here, and that's the way we
Yes,
look at it.
yes.
Don't hesitate to give us a shout out, an email, anything like that, and say, hey, give us a shout out, because we will. That's how much we care.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do it. We'll give you a shout out. And now we're not going to arm wrestle again, because he's got me pretty well in that area, because I'm pretty beat up. I've had 2 arm surgeries in the last 2 years, so I'm pretending like I could have beat him at some time.
You know, I tell you, we're getting short on time, right? Where
Yep.
we at? So
Got to close her out.
let's give a big shout out because actually, and we're going to do another podcast after this.
Oh, yeah.
real quick.
We're not done. Yeah.
'Cause we're going to talk about the GAC label and what we experienced.
Number 12 coming up.
Number 12, but but we wanted to show some love to our radio hosts, man, our DJs, and thank you so much.
Yep.
And we love you guys.
I mean it. We love you. Thank you all. We couldn't do it without you. So it is the Sound Warriors podcast number 11 from the lavish Shartzer Estate in lovely Macon, Illinois.
This place is kind of like that Johnny Cash song, one piece at a time, brother.
One piece at a time, brother. Well, I'll tell you, it has been put together, and it's something else. So
Yeah.
we're having a blast. We got a beautiful day.
Yes.
Got beautiful Kimmy right over here. Brian,
That will not show her
Brian is
face.
making beautiful Vicky work today at her shop.
She's making us money.
She's making money. Kimmy over here is getting ready to retire. So
Oh,
yeah, but she's cute as a button. Anyway, so here we go. Thank you all, and out for now.